Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Carolyn.
I'm Quinn.
And we are a mommy-daughter duo who love to do all kinds of unboxings. And today we are bringing you a slightly different video. Not only are we going to be announcing the winner to our very first giveaway, our 250 subscriber giveaway, but we're also doing a Q&A video. Yay! Do you know what Q&A stands for?
No.
It stands for question and answers. So we asked you guys, in order to enter our giveaway, we asked you guys to ask us any questions that you wanted to know about us so that you could get to know us a little bit better. And we're going to be answering those questions today. Exciting, right? Yes. And then after we answer these questions, we are going to draw our winner. So stay tuned to the end of this video to see who wins. Okay, if you're one of the people that entered, stay tuned. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Or yes? Are you ready to answer these lovely questions?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. I've got them all written down here. We had about 33 questions asked, well, I should say 33 different people asked us different questions. Out of those 33, about 24 of you guys were eligible. In order to be eligible for the giveaway, not only did you have to ask us a question, but you also had to like our video, you had to be a U.S. citizen and 18 years or older, and you also had to be publicly subscribed to our channel. So some of you asked us great questions, and we're still going to answer those questions, but unfortunately some of you were not publicly subscribed to us, so there was no way for me to check that. Or you're one of my amazing students out there that are under the age of 18 but so wonderfully asked us questions. So to my students out there, thank you so much for your questions. We will be answering them, but unfortunately you won't be eligible for this giveaway. Maybe next time, but I love you guys and I appreciate it. All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to start with just some basic questions about us that some people asked us. And a lot of these questions were, some of these questions were repeat questions, or they were very similar to other questions, so I kind of just combined them into a question, and just to kind of simplify it. So, are we ready?
Yes.
All right, first things first, where do we live? We live in Florida. We live in Northeast Florida, and are about 2 hours away from Orlando, which means that we are just a hop, skip, and a jump away from both Disney World and Universal Studios. So that's fun. Right now, if our lighting's a little weird, it's because we've got 2 different, I think, tropical storms coming our way, so we don't have the best weather this weekend. So it's a little dark in here, but we are making the best of it. All right. Do we have any collections? Well, do you have any collections?
Marie's.
She does. She has been starting a Marie collection, and it is getting pretty big.
I know.
What?
A Harry Potter collection.
We do have a Harry Potter collection. In fact, it was kind of funny. I never thought of myself as a collector. I never really ever collected anything. Well, I take that back. I had a Beanie Baby collection when I was a kid, but I feel like we all did. But I never really had any collections. I didn't really collect any certain things. And then all of a sudden I had this moment where I was in this like hobby store and I saw some different Harry Potter things and I was like, oh, I have that. Oh, I have that. And then I realized I'm now a collector. So yes, I have been building a Harry Potter collection, excuse me. And also I would say I'm starting a Loungefly collection, which is a slippery slope to go down because not only are they not the most cost-efficient thing to collect, but you get to a point where you're like, what am I going to do with all these bags? But they're so pretty and they're so cute and I just have to have them all. And so I found myself getting into that, which is, like I said, is a slippery slope. So yes, and you're wanting to, well, we only have 2 gym shores, but you're wanting to start your own Funko collection, correct?
Yeah.
So yeah, so far she's got her Tiana, and then she's got 2 Christmas ones.
And Naveen.
Yeah, well, he goes with Tiana, yes. But she's hoping to get some more Funko Pops to add to that collection.
Like Harry Potter one.
Yep. All right, Quinn, there's a couple questions here that were just for you. Okay, are you ready? So somebody asked, what is your favorite part of school?
I think it might be when we go outside.
Recess?
Mm-hmm.
That's your favorite part? Why? Because you get to just run free and do whatever?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. All right. Somebody else also wanted to know, because they have a son whose name is Quinn, and so they wanted to know what are some of your nicknames. Do you have any nicknames?
Yes.
I mean, I know what her nicknames are.
Quinnifer.
Yes. What else?
I forgot.
Do people call you Quinny?
Yes.
Or Quinny Quinn?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah. So we call her Quinny Quinn, Quinny, Quinnifer. So yeah, those are her main nicknames that we tend to call her and that her family members tend to call her. All right, so somebody wanted to know who your favorite character is from the Sensational Six. Do you know what the Sensational Six is?
No.
Okay, so that's going to be Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Daisy, and Pluto, I believe. Yes, so out of those 6, who's your favorite?
Minnie.
Minnie Mouse?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, and then there were a couple of questions for me. Somebody asked what was my dream vacation. I don't know if I have like one specific dream vacation. I know that I really, really, really want to go to New York City. I actually was born on Long Island. I lived on Long Island as a child, and I used to go into the city all the time with my dad, but it has been years I have not been in the city since I was a kid, and so I would love to be able to go back as an adult and see everything and go to Broadway and go to the Harry Potter store, the brand new Harry Potter store that's in New York City, go to the museum. I just want to go and see it all because, like I said, it's been a long time, so that's probably one of my dream vacations. Another one of my dream vacations is to go to Paris. I've always wanted to go to Paris, go to the Louvre, go to the Eiffel Tower. It's always been number 1 on my list. So those are probably my 2 dream vacations.
I want to go to Paris too.
Yes. And then we were also asked what our favorite, speaking of Broadway, what our favorite musical is. Do you have a favorite musical, Quinn?
No.
No? That's a hard one because there's so many different like types and genres. I love Hamilton. Hamilton is probably my most recent favorite, but I also love Newsies and Singing in the Rain. I love West Side Story. There's really not, I feel like I'm more likely to tell you what musicals I don't like than I do what I love because I really do love them all with the exception of a few. But yeah, that's hard. That's like picking my children. So I don't know about that. And then of course, a lot of you were dying to know. Everyone wanted to ask me if I had to choose, would I choose Disney or would I choose Universal or Harry Potter? And to me,
they're both so good.
And they are both so good. And I feel like that's asking me to choose, well, which one is my favorite daughter? Do I love Quinn more or Kate more? And the truth is I love them both because they're 2 completely different individuals with different personalities, and I love them for different reasons. And I feel like that's how I am about the fandoms. I love Disney, and I love Harry Potter, and I love going to Disney World, and I love going to Universals for completely different reasons. Like, if you were to ask me which park I would want to go to, it kind of depends. If we're going as a family, I'm probably going to say Disney World because there's more things for them to do. If I'm going with like just my husband or I'm going with my friend or my sister, I probably would say Universal because there's more things, more rides and things that I like there. And so at the end of the day, I love them both. I love them both for different reasons. So that one's hard.
Yes.
All right, speaking of Disney, a lot of you guys asked us a whole lot of Disney questions. So we've got lots of Disney questions, and we're going to try and go through these as quickly as possible so you're not having to sit here for hours on end listening to us talk about our favorite stuff. Disney questions. All right, so do we go to Disney a lot? We used to. Back before the pandemic, we had annual passes, and like I said, we're only 2 hours away from Disney, so we used to go all the time. And then the pandemic hit, and I have 2 young children, and it just, it just became harder. It became harder, and so we ended up not renewing our passes, and we went this past March, and we had a fabulous time. But it's hard because the kids are getting older, they're starting school, and we're not able to go as often as we used to. So we miss it. We miss it a lot. And maybe, who knows, maybe soon in the future we'll start to be able to go more often. But we used to go a lot and not as much as anymore. A lot of people were asking us Disneyland or Disney World. Now, we have only been to Disney World, so by default, we have to choose Disney World over Disneyland. However, that brings us to our next question, which was, do you have plans to eventually go to Disneyland or the international parks? And yes, that is our goal. We do want to go to Disneyland. Actually, I have a friend of mine who lives, she goes to school in LA, and I'm hoping maybe this year I can go visit her, and while I'm visiting her, we can scoot on over to Disneyland and see it. I want to be able to go on the different rides and kind of compare and contrast and go on the rides that we don't have here at Disney World. And of course, I would love, because I want to go to Paris one day, I would love to go to Disneyland Paris. What about you?
I would love to see Marie.
Yeah. So definitely is on our bucket list of things to do. Okay.
Next question.
Favorite Disney park and why? And there's going to be a two-parter to this this question. So, out of all the Disney parks, so we're talking about Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Out of those four, which one is your favorite and why?
Well, I have two favorites.
Okay. Well, you have to pick one.
I would say Magic Kingdom.
Why?
Because it has like my favorite ride there, and it's kind of weird.
Okay.
There's thunder in it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna come back to the favorite ride in a second. Okay. My favorite park. Oh goodness. I want to say probably Magic Kingdom. But I feel like it beats it out my other favorite parks, not by much. And the only reason why is because of the majority of things as a family we can do at Magic Kingdom, and I think that's why I like it. If I had to choose out of the four. Now, a lot of people wanted to know what our number one favorite ride is out of all the parks. What is our number one favorite ride?
Well, I know what one.
What's yours?
The Small World.
Small World?
It has weird thunder in it. There's thunder.
Oh, you mean when we go through the rainforest?
Yeah, there's thunder.
And which is funny because my favorite ride is Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain is like my number one favorite ride. It holds such wonderful memories for me, and so I just absolutely love that ride. Now, a couple people asked what our favorite ride was at each park. Okay, so we both already answered what our favorite ride was at Magic Kingdom. Okay, so what is your favorite ride at Epcot?
Where you go see all the fish. And, you kind of go,
You're not Finding Nemo?
No.
Oh. Living with the Land?
Yes, that.
Where you get to see when they're growing all the, vegetables and stuff like that, and then you go see the fish?
Like the catfish and the dogfish?
Uh-huh.
I like that ride.
Then you like Living with the Land? That's a good one.
And I do not like Frozen.
She doesn't like Frozen. She gets too scared of Frozen. I would say that my favorite ride is probably Soarin'. I love Soarin'.
I like Soarin' too.
And
I forgot about that.
It's just a lot of fun, and again, holds lots of really great memories for me.
I
All right.
too, actually.
So now, Hollywood Studios. What's your favorite ride at Hollywood Studios?
It's a new one. Mickey's Runaway Rail Train.
Oh, that was fun. Yeah, we went on that on our last trip. I'm going to say my favorite is Toy Story Midway Mania.
Oh, I like that one too.
It's a lot of fun. Me and my husband get really competitive, so that's probably my number one favorite ride there.
I was scared of it, and then the next time I went on it, on our trip, I loved it.
All right, and now what is your favorite ride at Animal Kingdom?
I think it's the jungle ride where you go on the
Kilimanjaro safaris?
Yeah, that.
Where you get to see all the animals?
And something happened to me at Animal Kingdom.
What?
A bird pooped on my head.
Yeah, well, not on the ride, and it was in one of the bird aviary places. So, my favorite ride in Animal Kingdom is probably Everest. I love the roller coasters, so that's probably my favorite ride. Okay, so a lot of you also asked what our favorite Disney park snack is. So when we're going to the parks, what's your favorite number one snack that you love to get?
Well, I only tried it at Halloween time, but I love it. and I want to get it again. Their candy corn cotton candy.
Mm-hmm.
That I love that. I
You like when they have the
time.
cotton candy and it looks like a candy corn?
Yeah, that was my first time trying cotton candy.
And that's your favorite snack?
Yeah.
I have a lot of favorite snacks. I'm trying to think. I'm very partial to the corn dog nuggets at Casey's Corner with the cheese sauce that you dip them in. Those are always one of my favorites. I love the, one of my favorites that, I don't even know if they still have it, but I know for a fact that they don't have it, but they still have, I think you can get it now swirled, but they had the Hey Dole Whip cone, which had like the regular pineapple Dole Whip, but then the raspberry Dole Whip, and then they made it, and it was in a blue cone, and they made it look like Hey from Moana. I don't think they have that cone anymore, but they do have, the last time I went, where you could get the raspberry and pineapple Dole Whip swirl in a cup, and it was so refreshing, especially in Florida when it's a gazillion degrees out and you just need like an afternoon break on a little snack, a pick-me-up. That's always one of my favorites. Which brings us to our next question, which was, if you had to choose between Dole Whip or Mickey pretzel, what would you choose?
I would choose Dole Whip because I don't like pretzels that much.
I would choose the Dole Whip too. The Mickey pretzels actually are not my favorite. They're a little dry, but I would take a Dole Whip any day. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. What is the first attraction you want to see or ride on your next trip? So like say the next time we go to Disney, what is the number one thing you want to go on or see?
Any park?
Any park.
I think it might be an Animal Kingdom. It's where like you go through and it has all the crystal things and it lights up in the dark.
Pandora?
I think that's...
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, where it's like you're in a boat and it's like you're going through...
Oh, yeah. The river journey. I forget what it's called.
River journey?
Something like that, where it's you go through the Pandora. I forget what it's called. We've only done it once, so...
Yeah. I want to go see that again.
I have two. I either want to do Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Is that what it's called? Remy's, I don't know. That one I really, really want to go on. That I know it's going to be opening up soon in October. And then two, and this is a sore spot with me, I really want to go on Rise of the Resistance because I have yet to go on that because I have the worst luck. Either it breaks down or the park's closed down or I can't get a boarding pass, but I have yet to go on that ride. And I want to. I want to so badly. I want to so badly. All right, next question. Quinn, if you could meet any character, who would it be and why?
Marie, because I love Marie.
Yes, and she is often out at Disneyland. I noticed that they have a lot more characters and a lot more different characters at Disneyland than they do at Disney World. Yes, they do. Okay. All right, we're gonna try and go through. Yes, there's more. So we gotta try to go a little faster this time. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Favorite Disney princess?
Ariel.
Favorite Disney character who's not a princess?
Marie.
Mike Wazowski. Favorite Disney movie?
Frozen 2.
Monsters Inc. A favorite Disney sidekick? That's like the animal that goes along with like the princess or the character.
I would say Flounder.
Flounder? I would say I love Pascal. I love his sass. He's so cute. All right, favorite Disney villain?
Ursula.
Mine's a tie between Ursula and Maleficent. I love them both, and don't ask me to choose. All right, if you could visit one land in Magic Kingdom for an entire trip, which one would you go? So remember, at Magic Kingdom, you've got like Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, Frontierland, Adventureland, and Liberty Square. So which ones, if you had to go, and then there's like Main Street, but that's not really a land.
I don't know because I don't know any of those.
That's where all the different lands in Magic Kingdom.
Oh. I don't know.
No? I would say Fantasyland just because the amount of stuff, if I'm stuck in one land for an entire day, then I would choose Fantasyland because it has the most rides and the most things for my children to do. But I personally love Frontierland and Liberty Square because those have two of my favorite rides. But like I said, if I had to choose one and I was going to be stuck there all day, I would choose Fantasyland. Okay. If you could turn into any Disney character for a day, who would it be and why?
Marie.
Of course.
She's always so sassy.
I think I would turn into a villain. Just to wreak some havoc and just have fun. I would turn into a villain. All right. What is our favorite Disney movie to watch as a family? I would say as a family, we tend to watch Monsters Inc. a lot, Monsters University. We tend to watch Coco a lot.
Frozen 2.
And Frozen 2 tends to be one that, as a family, we tend to sit down and watch a lot. All right, so moving very quickly into a couple of Harry Potter questions. All right, Quinn, what is your favorite Harry Potter book and why?
The third one, because there's no Voldemort in it.
Prisoner of Azkaban?
Yes.
That's my favorite book as well. The reason why I love it so much is because I love the amount of backstory we get on the Marauders. The movie itself left out a lot of that. They left out of a lot of the backstory about how the Marauders, who they are and how they tie in with the Marauders map. But in the book, you get all that information. And so that is definitely one of my favorites. Favorite Harry Potter movie and why?
Third one.
She loves Prisoner of Azkaban. Why?
Because there's no Voldemort in it.
Yes. My favorite movie is actually The Half-Blood Prince. Because...
I've never read that one.
No, we haven't read that one yet. I love it because I find it to be one of the funniest movies. And there's just certain things that the characters or the actors do in that movie that just crack me up. And I just love it. Even though it does have a lot of sad moments in it, there's also some really fun moments, which I think helps balance out. You've got a great balance of like light and dark in that movie. All right, favorite Harry Potter character?
Hermione.
Why?
Because I like her.
You just like her?
Yes.
They're smart?
Yes.
Yeah. My favorite, this is really hard. I don't know if I have like one favorite, but somebody who's on the very, very top list of mine is probably Dumbledore. I know that some people don't like him. Some people think like some people think that he, you know, could have done a lot more for Harry throughout the years. But I think he's a total just awesome dude, and he has like the best quotes, and I just love him. I just love Dumbledore. All right. Which brings us to our final Harry Potter question, which is somebody asked me what unpopular Harry Potter opinions I have. I have a lot of unpopular Harry Potter opinions. There's a lot out there. One of them being Dumbledore. There's lots of people out there that don't like Dumbledore, and then there's a lot of us that do love Dumbledore. If I was to sit here and talk about all of my Harry Potter opinions, we would never get through this video. But I definitely have some unpopular opinions. All right, before we get into our giveaway, we only have a couple more questions to answer, and these are about our YouTube channel. And I wanted to save these for last because I just thought they were some really great questions. So, the number one question people were asking was, what was the reason you chose to start a channel? And really, it was for a couple different reasons. Number one, she had been asking me for a long time to be on YouTube.
YouTube Kids.
Well, she watches YouTube Kids. She would watch all these unboxings. She'd watch these videos where people would open up these little mystery bags and toys, and she would just sit there, and she wanted to be on YouTube so badly. And I was skeptical because, you know, I'm a parent and I want my kids to be safe. And so I wasn't sure. And then the pandemic hit and we were just stuck at home watching all these videos. And then I started watching my own. So she was watching all these toy unboxing videos, but I started watching the Bibbities and the Ipsies and all of these other different types of FabFitFuns. And so she started watching, and then we were like, hey, I think we could do this, and it would be a fun way to be able to kind of like reach out and connect with people while being stuck in our house during a pandemic. So that was kind of the main reason why we started it. And in fact, we're almost coming up to our 1-year anniversary on YouTube. I started our YouTube channel the beginning of August, but we didn't post our first video until I think the beginning of September. So we're almost at our 1-year anniversary of being on YouTube. Pretty cool, huh? Yay! All right. What is our favorite part of this YouTube experience, and what is the most challenging? What has been your favorite part about being on YouTube?
Opening Harry Potter boxes.
You like the Harry Potter boxes?
Yes.
I would say that actually my favorite part of being on YouTube and this whole experience has been the friendships and the connections that I've made. I honestly did not expect that. I figured this was just going to be us making our videos and putting them out there, and that was the end of it. But especially the Disney Potter.
Disney Potter?
It's going to be a new term. The Disney Potter community.
Disney Potter.
That I think is really just warm and welcoming and really supportive of each other and helpful. And just the friendships and connections that I've made has been amazing, and I've loved it so much. The most challenging is probably on the technical side. Setting up cameras, worrying about lighting, worrying about framing, editing the videos. That's probably the most challenging part of it. This part where we're actually doing the filming is fun.
So easy.
Yes, that part's easy. It's the other stuff that's not so easy.
I don't have a hard part.
Yes. And then somebody wanted to know, what is our favorite video that we've ever done together? What's your favorite video we've filmed?
Probably my first what is it called? A Potter loot box. My first Potter loot box.
When we filmed that was your favorite video that we did together?
Yep.
I don't know if I have a favorite. I think any of the videos where we're just really laughing and having a lot of fun are my favorites, which is most of them. Most of them we're having a lot of fun, and so, but yeah, so, all right, well, that was our questions, guys. Thank you so much for asking some really awesome questions. I hope you got to know us a little bit better. All right, it is time for our giveaway. So, just a reminder, okay, we are giving away this gym store. I'm not going to take it out of the box because it's nice and secure in there, and I want to keep it in there for shipping purposes. But remember, it is the Smooch for My Sweetie figurine of Mickey and Minnie going in for a smooch, and the 2 mystery pins, which are not really mystery. You already know what they are. Yeah. So what I did was I went ahead and I loaded everyone's names up onto this wheel of names. Quinn's going to hit the button in a second. It's going to spin it, and then we're going to see who our winner is. So are you ready?
I'm so excited.
Okay, go ahead and tap the wheel. Okay, so it's spinning. It's spinning. Oh my goodness. And the winner is Just Ginger. How cool is that, Miss Ginger? Whoa, all right. Well, I will be reaching out to you in just a little bit in order to make sure that I can send all of your goodies to you. And look, just think about now you've got 2 pins for your community board that you've been doing. How cool is that? Well, congratulations, Miss Ginger. We are so excited for you, and thank you so much, everybody, for participating in our giveaway. Please make sure that you are paying attention to our channel, because as we get bigger and bigger, we'll be doing many, many more giveaways, and we're very, very excited. If you like this video, if you like getting to know us, you like seeing what we unbox, or you just like hanging out with us, please make sure to give us a
big thumbs up.
Please make sure you are hitting that
subscribe button,
especially making sure that you're publicly subscribed so that you can be eligible for our next giveaway. And of course, please feel free to comment down below anything you want to say. If you've got another question you want to ask us for maybe another future video, please ask. We are more than welcome to answer your questions. We love getting to know you guys. We love you guys getting to know us, and it has just been a wonderful experience here on YouTube. And again, congratulations, Just Ginger, on winning our very first giveaway. That I just think she has been one of our biggest cheerleaders, and I just think that is such a wonderful surprise to have you win our giveaway, because like I said, she has been in our corner since like almost day 1, and so we really, really appreciate it. All right, I think that's all. It's been a long video. I think it's time to go. You ready?
Yep.
All right, until next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.